A note on la fille inconnue, the unknown girl. Uh, the Dardenne brothers, Jean-Pierre and Luc Dardenne, excellent filmmakers. L'Enfant, a note will this on L'Enfant will be coming in the next few days. I've seen the film, extraordinary. This man who's trying to sell his baby for money, but no note on it yet. But it will be there will be one in the next few days. Yannick Ahmed, a recent production. I have to see this one. 2 days, 1 night. I've seen it. Quite depressing. This woman who's trying to convince her workmates to be on the job still. They're firing people just like now in the world with the pandemic. And other Marvel, the Gamin au Valor, again a note in the next days. I've seen it. Wonderful. Part of the same team of actors in there. Here, Adele ANL, maybe the new future Isabelle Huppert or Catherine Deneuve of the French and world cinema. A wonderful actress. I've seen it. I've seen her, and there's a note on it on the blog, Realini blogspot.com. I'm sure you'll be very interested to see it, read it. That one is with words. Le portrait d'un jeune fille en feu, Portrait of a Lady on Fire, nominated for some trophies like Golden Globe. I don't know if it was among the Academy Award of the nominees this year. And as to La Jeune Fille Inconnue, we have this doctor, Jenny Davin, dedicated, solid, professional. She's teaching an upcoming young doctor, younger and with less experience than her, to be less emotional. He's too involved when a boy has a seizure in their cabinet, in her cabinet. In fact, there's a doctor she's replacing for some months, and when there's a seizure, the young doctor is too troubled to intervene, and she says, "No, you forget this. You can't be emotional because then you cannot cure." And as she says so, there is a knock or a signal at the door, and she says, "No, we don't answer that. The cabinet has been closed for 1 hour. It's too late. You can't let them, because then you'll be exhausted if you do this all the time, and you'll not be good at diagnosis and at your job." Alas, a few days later, the police comes. At the door, there was a woman who was trying to escape, and she's found dead. And with this, Jenny Davin, the young doctor, is emotional. She cries. It seems for some time that this is a bit stretched. I mean, you're saying you can't be emotional. You show coolness and restraint and coldness, maybe. I mean, necessary to keep a clear head. And then all of a sudden you collapse. But then humans do that. I mean, it's human to try and control, but then lose it. When you see that someone was trying to get help, we see in the images the girl was running, and then you know she's dead. I don't think it's the Hippocrates, the famous oath, includes that, but. So she is very affected by this. She tries to find who the girl is. She gets in trouble. Some pimps or whatever, the underworld, stop her in traffic, and they hit the car, and it's clearly a message, and they say it with words: "Stay out of this." Because the girl we find out she was working as a prostitute. No spoiler alert, but we see that it was connected with this. She's seen with an old man in a trailer, but then it's not the old man. The son is upset, and so on. She's trying to convince the young doctor to come back, because after that experience he says, "No, I'm not good for this." So he's giving up the idea of being a doctor, even if that was his dream, has been his dream forever. So she's trying to work on that too, and she's getting into all sorts of of trouble, and she has this psychological trauma, thinking she was responsible for this. If she only opened the door, the girl would be alive. She's buying a plot for her to be buried, and finds more about her, some false information projected, transmitted by the pimps involved with her activity. And finally, is a thought-provoking, emotional film from two glorious filmmakers and a fantastic new star.